Let's start with lecture number 3 from natural product 1. In that, today we are going to see structural features and application of starch. It is for 4 marks question. In the answer, we have to write the first point. Molecular formula of starch is carbon 6, hydrogen 10, oxygen 5. This is the glucose unit formula, and this small n indicate number of glucose unit is present in the starch structure. And structure of starch is looking like this. This structure I will explain in the following points. The second point is it is the polymeric carbohydrate consisting of large number of glucose unit joined by glycosidic bond. In the structure, this starch structure is a polymeric carbohydrate. What is mean by polymer? Number of monomer is attached to each other. That means this middle structure is the monomer, and this monomer is attached to another two monomeric unit. That means number of monomer is attached to each other, so it is called as polymer. So it is carbohydrate. Why it is carbohydrate? Because glucose unit is present in the chain consisting of large number of glucose unit. Okay, that means in the cyclic form this glucose is present in the cyclic form, and it is called as D-glucopyranose. This 6-member ring containing oxygen atom, it is called D-glucopyranose. Okay, then where is glycosidic linkage? The carbon number 1 and another glucose unit of carbon number 4. The carbon number 1 and 4 of two glucose unit is joined by this oxygen, and it is called as glycosidic linkage. Where is another glycosidic linkage? This is carbon number 4 and this is carbon number 1 of two monomeric unit, and it is also called as glycosidic linkage. So this is explanation of point number 2. It consists of two type of molecule. First, the linear and helical amylose, and second is branch amylopectin. That means your starch molecule is in the two form. One is the linear and helical amylose. That means this is linear form and it is called as amylose. And another type is branch amylopectin. How it is? Branch form, this glucose unit is at the bottom side and it is called as branch amylopectin. Okay, so this is explanation of third point. Then depending on the plant, starch generally contain 20 to 25% amylose and 75 to 80% amylopectin by weight. That means in the starch containing 20 to 25% amylose content present and 75 to 80% amylopectin by weight. Then next point is starch when hydrolyzed, then it gives or yields alpha D glucopyranose shown by Haworth formula. That means when addition of water into starch, then it can hydrolyze and it form alpha D glucopyranose unit, and it is looking Haworth form. This is the Haworth form of starch. And separately your D glucopyranose it can form after addition of water. After addition of water you will get separately D-glucopyranose, alpha D-glucopyranose form. Okay, what is mean by alpha form? HOH. The first position have a HOH group and OH group as the bottom side. It is called as alpha form. Second position have a HOH. Third position have a OHH. Fifth position have a HOH and sixth position have a CH2OH and H. That means when addition of water into starch, then you will get alpha D glucopyranose. Okay, then next point is in starch molecule alpha D glucopyranose unit are linked with each other and through oxygen atom at carbon atom number 4, as in the case of maltose 23 glucose unit linked to form starch molecule. In the structure clearly seen that carbon number 1 of this unit and carbon number 4 of this second unit is linked by the oxygen atom, so it is called as glycosidic linkage. Okay, and this oxygen atom is the bridge between these two glucose unit. Okay, so this is explanation of 6th point. And very important thing is 23 glucose unit linked to form starch molecule. That means when starch molecule is formed, 23 glucose unit is compulsory present in the starch molecule. Then last point is pure starch is white. Color of starch is white. Then it is tasteless and odorless powder that is insoluble in a cold water or alcohol. This is again important point. Then next one, application part. It is for 2 marks. First application is food starch are used as a thickener and stabilizer in food such as soup, custard and sauce, etc. Then second point is it is used in paper industry for making papers. Simple applications is of the starch. Third one is in pharmaceutical industry it is used as a tablet disintegrant and as the binder. And fourth one is it is also used in making clothing starch, adhesives. Then the next point is structural features and application of cellulose. It is for 4 marks. In the previous point we are completed the structural features and application of starch. Okay, so let us see the structural features of cellulose. The first point is the molecular formula is C6H10O5 and this N indicate it is again in the polymeric form, and structure are as follows. The structure of cellulose is looking like this. The structure is in the chair form of D-glucopyranose and this N indicate it is in the polymeric form. That means these two glucose unit are joined together by this glycosidic linkage. The explanation of structure are as follows. Second point is cellulose is an organic compound. Why it is organic compound? Because presence of carbon, hydrogen and oxygen, and it is a polysaccharide form. Why it is polysaccharide? Because more than 2 glucose unit are present in the structure, consisting of a linear chain. This is the linear chain molecule of several hundred to many thousand of beta 1,4 link D glucose unit present. This is 1,4 link. As we know, it is glycosidic linkage and it is formed between beta D glucopyranose 4. Okay, and how to identify it is 1 and 4? This carbon is at the one position and of first unit and another second unit of the fourth position, and for this cellulose structure. Okay, then third point is cellulose is important structural component of a primary cell wall of a green plant, and that means the cellulose is mostly present in the primary cell wall green plant, and many form algae and omacids. Algae means what? Again green plant, and maximum content is present of cellulose. Fourth point is when cellulose is hydrolyzed with fuming HCl, then it gives D-glucose and in 95 to 96% yield. It means when addition of water into cellulose unit, then again presence of fuming HCl, then it gives D-glucose. What is the structure of D-glucose? The 6 member containing first position have a CHO group and second position HOH, third position OHH, then fourth position HOH, then fifth position HOH, and sixth position have a CH2OH group. After addition of water and fuming HCl, it gives D-glucose and it is 95 to 96% yield by using the cellulose. Then next point is cellulose is most abundant organic polymer on earth. On earth, maximum content is present of cellulose. It contains cotton fibers is 90%, that of wood 40 to 50%, and that of dry hemp is approximately 57%. That means cellulose on the earth maximum content is present in the different fiber, wood and dry hemp. Then last point is cellulose molecule act as a like stiff rod and align themselves side by side into well organized water insoluble fiber, in which the OH group of OH group is formed intramolecular hydrogen bonding. The OH group in the structure will get form intramolecular hydrogen bonding. That means this oxygen of the hydrogen, it will form intramolecular hydrogen bonding. Okay, what is mean by intramolecular hydrogen bonding? As we know. Then next one is application of cellulose. Cellulose, first one, cellulose is important part of human diets because it form major part of dietary fibers, which importance for proper digestion. The cellulose is the important role for proper digestion and it is human diet's important parts. Second one, cellulose is one of the most widely used natural substance and important commercial raw material. Raw material means what? It is starting material is used maximum times in the commercial methods. Third one, it is insoluble in water. It is insoluble in water, and hence it has been used to make paper, clothes, etc. Then fourth one, medicines are derived from plant cellulose, comma, like cellulose acetate. Acetate is the medicine and it is derived from plant cellulose. So this is all about cellulose. Okay, so there are two questions: structural features and application of starch and cellulose are completed in this video, and there are four marks questions of each point. Okay, so it is very important for the exam. Okay, thank you.